guys, so it looks like there is some drama going on between Crystal and his ex-girlfriend Jasmine. Now, if y'all don't remember Jasmine, Jasmine is the young girl that was currently 19 years old when Crystal was with her. Now, apparently from what she was saying on her TikTok, she was saying that Crystal was verbally abusive to her, allegedly, and also stated that Crystal was taking money out of the OnlyFans and was not giving her no type of money. Now, she also had made some accusation, allegedly saying that Crystal is in a DL. So, guys, here's the video and let's take a look.
Alright guys, so here is the long-awaited video that y'all have all been waiting for. So basically, I was involved with a influencer or funny comedian, whatever you want to call him, Christopher Sales, okay? Him. So I got involved with him like June 20, I moved down here June 15th of 2024. And, you know, that's where we met for the first time. I had been talking to him on the internet for like a couple months or whatever the case may be. And then I ended up telling him I was moving to Houston. And he offered to let me come stay with him. And I was like, okay, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Till I got my stuff together. So within this time of meeting him, you know, I did develop feelings for him. I did start to like him. And, you know, I was just like, you know, I mean, I was young, very much infatuated, you know, but let's get to the actual interesting part of the story, because y'all need to know this. So first off, this man got me to make a OF account. I'm not going to say it too loud because I don't want to get banned. And in the process of making that, my email was not working. And he was like, oh, we can use mine. And I was like, okay, that's perfectly fine with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was like, oh, we'll just change it later. So I was like, all right, cool. So we make it. I put in my banking information. At the time, I did not have a bank. I was using like Chime and Cash App and things like that. So I put my Chime account on there. So right, we open up the account, we get everything going, and I go in there and I open up the account one day. Mind you, when I didn't have like two-factor authentication or anything like that, once I had created that account with his email, I could not go back in there and change anything. And I found out like a day or two later, or actually the same day, I think it might have been the same day, I think I had found out that he had changed the banking information to his. So me personally, I did what any smart person would have done. I made another account and I didn't tell him about it. So I had two OnlyFans accounts, and I was promoting it on my other ex account that he didn't know about. So within the course of that time, within July alone, which is when I made the account, by July 24th, which is the end of the month, I made that account on July 1st. I had made over $5,000, which I did not receive. Which brings me to the next point. I did not gain access to that account until I left him November 28th. I moved out, packed all my stuff, and I left. Because he was very disrespectful to me, yelled at me on the game in front of all his little friends, and thought I wasn't gonna leave. Like, I had enough. And on top of withholding money from me, now if you want to know the exact amount, from July 1st, 2024 to November 28th, November 28th, 2024, he had taken $21,086 from me, okay? I'd never seen that money, never did. I had a separate account, like I told you, that I was making money off of, but I never saw the money from that original account that was meant to be mine, right? And I admit I was, you know, that was kind of dumb of me to, like, you know, not do nothing about it. But in his claims, he claims, mind you, because we did move out of the homeboy's house or whatever, and moved into our house, and it was just me and him. He claimed he was paying the bills. Mind you, I only stayed there for 2.5 months, right about 2.5 months. In 2.5 months, you're not going to spend $21,000 on anything. Not no rent, no light bill, no electricity. Then on top of that, I ended up getting furniture for my room. We had separate bedrooms, but I actually really slept in his room. But I had my own separate bedroom, you know. We'll get into that later though. But within that time, you know, he can't even say that when I did end up moving out and leaving, I asked him for my furniture back, and that'll be in another video. But I asked him for my furniture back, and he was like, no, you can't have it back, I bought it. So only thing I had with me when I moved out was the clothes that I brought with me to Texas, shoes, and any other personal belongings, but I had none of my furniture because he refused to give me my furniture because he bought it. Anyways, so next thing is I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, so I moved out, left, whatever, but while I lived with him, this man brought multiple, and I mean multiple females over, and you know what they was doing. It's, use your common sense. If you don't have none, please use it. But yeah, within that time, I will say he was emotionally abusive, seeing as he got mad when I would go to another man's house, but never ever had enough respect to not bring women to the house. So apparently I paid bills there, right? Because he was taking all my money and saying he was using it for bills. Bringing women to the house that I paid for with me and him, but I was not allowed to bring men over. But he was allowed to bring any woman he wanted, but he was also allowed to get mad at me for going to another man's house. I'm sorry, right? I honestly cannot believe I sat there and dealt with that. Okay, we grown now though. So on top of that, it was one time I didn't answer his phone calls. I actually asked him, I said, hey, do you want to come to a movie with me? He refused. He didn't want to come. Okay, ended up going to the movie, ended up getting out the movie. He was calling me, I wasn't answering, assumed I was with a man. I came home, that man was outside waiting for me in the driveway. I went up to the house, went up to my room, got in my room. He was visibly mad, and he just talking, just mad, because he thought I was with a man, and I wasn't. And he ended up snatching my phone from me, because I ended up getting on my phone, because I don't want to freaking hear that. You bring a bitch here. Oh, I can't say that, but you bring females here over and over again, but get mad when you think I'm with a man and I wasn't, and I offered to let you come to the movies with me. Oh, isn't that absurd and crazy? Like, what? But he snatched my phone out of my hand. Then I tried to leave the room. He told me I couldn't leave the room. And also, I can't tell y'all the amount of times this man threatened to kick me out of the house if I went to another man's house. That was a rule at one point. If I went to another man's house and spent the night, I could go live with him. That's what he told me. But I pay rent in that house, apparently. Right? Because he's taking all my money. Right? He didn't want y'all to know that, though. So yeah, the phone snatching. He was very possessive. Y'all didn't know that either. Y'all just was on the internet thinking whatever. He was a very possessive man. I couldn't do anything. I really couldn't have friends without him assuming that I was doing something. And I'm not gonna lie, I had been with other men during the period of time I was with him, only because he was with other women. And my mama didn't raise no fool. I'm not stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? What? You know what I'm saying? But it's okay, cool. So, yeah, all of this came about though, because I personally have had enough, I have other stuff like, him lying to me. He would get mad that I would lie about certain things to him, but would turn around and lie in my face. He's lied to me multiple times, including wearing protection with other women while me and him was like that, you know what I'm saying? Lied to me talking about, oh, we do. No, he didn't. So ladies, if y'all, you know what I'm saying, if y'all messing with that man like that, go get checked. I ain't gonna lie, go do it. Please do it. But yeah, and then on top of that, what else? He messed with both of my friends that came with me to Texas. They ended up moving to back to Florida. Messed with both of my friends. Both of them. Yep. But yeah, that's the story. That's like everything y'all didn't know. And I'm gonna make a separate video, a part 2, where I'll show y'all all the rest of the messages that back up all my claims. But yeah, I was tired. Like, also another thing, I told him to take all those videos of me and him down off of OF or whatever. He didn't. So this is where all this is coming from. You're not gonna, you can't do something simple for me. So I'm just gonna put it all out there for everybody else to know. And apparently, he's fucking a man. Yeah. It's cause I told him to take my videos down. He gonna go post another video with a male creators tag or whatever. So yeah, I guess he's he's with a man now. But yeah. So this is part 2 of the video I just made, and this is me coming with receipts. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, this right here is the original message. Here's a message where he actually tells me no. Like I told you, I had no access to none of that money. So here you go. You can read. Like, I was like, since we, let me change the info on my, something. He's talking about no. And I don't have no, after I said why, he actually came in the room to talk to me and apologize because I'm pretty sure he didn't want to lose my account that he was making money off of. Okay. Here's one of the occasions where he tried to throw me out the house, basically using the fact that I, really couldn't go nowhere against me. Talking about telling me to go back to Florida. Talking about we gonna find you an apartment, all that. That's one account. This is him again telling me, oh, you need to go back to Florida and stuff like that. Like, you might have to go back. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, mind you, I was exploring, getting into content creation with other creators. And I had hit up this specific creator that I said no, I didn't want to collaborate with. But then I was like, you know what, why not? He got mad about it. Mind you, I told you this man was possessive. Come on, you can go back to Florida. You lie about everything. Like, he didn't lie to me several different times. This is him when I went to the movies. Like I said in the last post, I had went to the movies and he thought I was with a man and I wasn't. I went by myself. And talking about you keep ignoring me. This is when I came home and I found him in the driveway waiting for me. I'm guessing maybe he thought I was going to be with a man and I wasn't. I was just in my Uber. This is me explaining to him that he needed to, give me my information for my account. And on many accounts, I was scared to ask him because I was scared he would delete my account and I would have no way to make money and I would be stuck in Texas, seeing as I really did not have any family here. So he ended up giving my account back or whatever the case may be. But this is me where I asked him for my things and he told me no, because he bought it, right? He bought it with his money. His money, but I still ain't seen mine. But yeah, guys, that's all the information y'all need to know. You know what I'm saying? In case he tries to come up on here and say I'm lying, which I never did. Never lied to this man. Always been pretty truthful. I just wanted him to take into account my feelings, which he never did. And I, like I said, I was young. I probably should have known that man did not give a about my, about how I felt, honestly. And I'm really personally glad that I got myself out of the relationship. And also, before y'all ask, this is not his baby. It's not, okay? But yeah, I'm glad I got myself out of that situation. Like, I keep having people ask me, how do I feel about his new girlfriend? I could give two less fucks. I don't care about that girl. Honestly, how I feel is that I personally escaped. Like, that's how I really felt. I dealt with a lot of emotional abuse. I have never in my life cried so much over a man, like, ever. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with that, plenty of him saying, like, oh, I'm not gonna, fuck you no more and stuff like that. Like, him saying that to me, telling me that, calling me a hoe while he's out here, fucking on all these women, bringing them to the house. Baby, if you thought you was the only one, you weren't. You're not. You never were. And never did I think that either, because he brought it, it was in my face, And like I said, I had also been with other people, but I tried to give him, he would get mad at me and then he would stop bringing people over and then he would start doing it again. You know what I'm saying? Very hypocritical, But, that's it. That's, everything that y'all really needed to know. Hopefully, some of y'all might hate me. Some of y'all might call me a clout chaser. Who cares? I was known before him. I just got a little bit more popular because of him. But, yeah, I really hope y'all heed my message and listen to my side of the story. I don't know if he's going to go make a video or what. But honestly, I'm just tired. I'm really tired and fed up. And honestly, it's not fair on my part that no one ever heard my story. And he's out here making me look bad. So, yeah, guys.
So right after her video, Chriselle did respond back on his TikTok. Now, he did not respond about the accusation of allegedly be verbally abusive and also allegedly taking money out of her OnlyFans. But he did address that about him being in a DL. So, guys, here's the video and let's take a look.
Now, it's been going around talking about some Chriselle's DL. Like, bitch, what? Like, how was you cool? That's T for me. Okay? But look, let's get to the basics. Ho, why does anyone's sexual preferences matter to you guys so much? Like, damn. Like, hell if I was, hell if I'm not. Shit, I'm about to start telling people I'm gay. I don't care. I don't lose sleep. It don't hurt me to think somebody think I'm DL or gay or whatever the case may be. It don't hurt me. It don't. I tell a motherfucker I'm gay. I don't give a fuck. Am I? I'm not answering that. I'm tired of answering it. You get what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, that's why motherfuckers be so scared to come out. Because everybody want to judge them. Everybody want to judge this person. Everybody want to judge this group of person. This group of person. This group of person. This. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, leave it alone. It don't matter. You're not going to lose no sleep if I was or if I wasn't. You still going to be broke. You still going to be rich. You still going to be black. You still going to be white. Fuck, nigga.
All right, guys, so this is all the tea that I have for y'all for today. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the situation that's going on with Chris Sale and his ex-girlfriend, Jasmine. And I'll see you next time with another brand new video. Bye.